Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the podcast studio for QBSN the podcast, episode 20. We got Spencer Decker, new chairman of QBSN. Let's give him a hand.
Thank you.
And Hayden Widman, a golf connoisseur, I was told.
Correspondent.
So we are talking MAAC Championship women's golf. Quinnipiac leading by a very good margin after 2 rounds, and the third round, final round, is underway as we speak. So the final pairings are out now. I think all of them. It's 11, yeah. I think the last ones went out at 10:30. So in round 1, Quinnipiac team score, they were 11 over, Fairfield 13 over, UAlbany 18 over. Round 2, Quinnipiac really cleaned it up. They went 2 under as a team and got down to 9 over through 36. Fairfield still in second, UAlbany still in third. Fairfield 4 over as a team in that second round, now 17 over in the whole tournament. UAlbany 14 over as a team, and now 32 over overall. So, yeah. What you guys had some interesting things before we started recording. So why don't we share some of that?
Well, first, can you guys name the mascot of UAlbany?
UAlbany Firebirds.
No, not close.
Is it a bird?
It's a Great Dane.
Great Dane, yes, the Great Danes of UAlbany. But Hayden, what did you have?
Round 2, -2. That was like the best and at that tournament in ever, I think.
MAAC record.
That's awesome.
So, they're pretty good.
266 amongst 5 people, right? Is it a 4 or 5?
It's a 5-person.
5-person group, which is really good because I think 266 is one of those numbers that you kind of hear when you're having those tournament records for golf courses, and that's over a 4-day span. So this is 5 different golfers over 18 holes. That's top tier.
Yeah, that's really good.
And yes, they were only 2 under, but to my knowledge, this is a tough course. Disney has a lot of courses, and I believe this is the toughest course, or if not one of the toughest courses. I've been down to Disney, and I'm ashamed that I did not golf and wasn't into golf when I was down there because I would have loved to play at one of the courses. But I believe Magnolia is one of the more harder courses in Disney.
They were the only team to go under par. So.
Right, and that's obviously it's pretty hard as well. I mean, MAAC golf is not as top tier you would see in the SEC, for example. Maybe the SEC is shooting 10 under in these events down here, but for Quinnipiac to shoot under as a team throughout that, usually you're going to have some golfers that might be ending behind like that. But I believe Fujita and Galantini were very good yesterday, and
both shot under yesterday. So
yeah, Sophia was 3 under, and
they're both I believe 3 under.
Yeah, they were both 3 under.
And to have your 4 and your 5 also play well enough so you're not going to sit on the over as a team is really helpful as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Only +5 and +4 for Shaw and Flores.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's very solid.
Fairfield's Grace Winfelder and Samantha Galantini are tied for second.
Yeah. Fairfield has always had what I seem to be, and I mean, it kind of goes for all their sports as well. I've seen it in cross country. They usually have a top star-studded athlete, but they can never develop a strong enough team. I'm forgetting her name, but I know in women's cross country set the tournament record at the course up in forgetting the name now in New York, but at Twin Ponds, she set the MAAC record there, and she's only a sophomore. So they have some really talented players, but when it comes down to having a true team, I feel like Fairfield kind of lacks in that. Obviously, you could make the case for the basketball of the world, and the baseball, obviously, they're very good, top team in the conference. But I've seen it in cross country. Now you kind of see it in golf, and it's obviously tough to beat the Quinnipiac Bobcats. They've won it for what would be 5 years in a row now. I believe if they win this time, if I'm not mistaken, or is it 4?
They didn't win it in 24 or 23, I think. It'd be 5 in the last 6 years, though.
Okay, yeah.
And 7th total, so.
As we look at the standings right now, Quinnipiac is 1 over, Fairfield's 1 over, UAlbany is even. So, I don't know how much really can change. I think Quinnipiac would really have to throw a stinker out, but we'll see. Let's talk about down in 10th, Iona. 61 over in round 1, 47 over in round 2, 30 over in round 3 as they finish.
What is that like total? That's like the actual score of the rounds. So if we combine all those together, what's our number? Is it 100 and something?
Well, it's got
138.
138.
Ooh.
I think Hayden, you had something on Iona, right?
So the first hole, if you don't know, at Magnolia, it's only a par 4, 369 yards. That's decently far.
Yeah,
but
it's probably.
how many strokes do you think it would take you?
I might double bogey that.
How about you?
It depends on how the game is going. And that first hole, though, you got to get a breakfast ball out there for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'd dink one off the tee box, and then I'd take a mulligan and get one out there.
yeah,
Okay.
If I didn't have the mulligan.
I'd probably hook one, into the forest, and then take another one, maybe get it straight down the line.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's where I'd be at.
typically the form could be off. It's like a shooter in basketball. You got to get your form right before you get
Gotta get
ready for
warmed
the
up.
game. Shoot around. Yeah.
That's what's tough about golf is you can't.
No
make
shoot around.
mistakes.
No, unless you go to the range and you got to pay for that. So.
Yeah, so yesterday, one of their golfers ended up shooting a 10. That's 6 over.
That would
First hole.
actually be a quintuple bogey on the scorecard. Obviously, you can't write 6 squares around a thing, so you kind
Yeah.
of.
Do we know how it happened? Was she like stuck in the woods, or was she just back and forth on the green?
I'm not sure. I wish there was a video for this tournament.
She
But
had shot tracking. too.
Shout out Google for lying, saying that the golf tournament was streamed on ESPN Plus.
I know the track championships were, and they will be.
Yeah,
this,
I mean-
upcoming.
But today, huge improvement. Only 1 over. So,
Very good. Very good.
shot of 5. So,
That's awesome. Great to see improvements.
All the pros, make mistakes. A 10 on our par 4, obviously not ideal, but I think we've seen worse in the tournament. I believe Tiger Woods once scored a 10 on a par 4. I'm forgetting it now, but he has shot 5 over on a hole before. So,
Yeah.
pardon me. Actually, yesterday's hole, it was still par 4, but it was actually 380 yards.
so 11 more yards than you
Yeah.
specified. Yeah, it's all right.
That's an extra shot.
Yeah.
So, tournament highlight yesterday, though. Fairfield's Addie Chang, hole-in-one on the 3rd hole, which is a par 3. Again, no video, but that's pretty sick.
Did it really happen?
According to the MAAC website, it did.
Hayden, I don't know how much you've golfed. How close have you been to a hole-in-one?
I've been to a driving range, broke a golf head, and that's the last time I went golfing.
3 feet.
3 feet.
Ooh.
Par 3, downhill, 155, 160 at one of my hometown courses. Put it as where it could be, and then it kind of unfortunately had some backspin on it, and I landed right in front of the pin. Nice little birdie, but a couple feet
And
away.
he took the par.
Couple feet away from it.
Took the gimme. So, what is that? What's your best score you've ever gotten?
I don't even know. I think it's maybe like an 81, 80. I mean, usually in the 80 to 85 range. I mean, if not that, 85 to 90 is probably more my average. But I mean, you get a 72, 71 hole. 85 is like 10, 15 over in that range, so it's not bad.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's good. Eli, I think you guys had something on Eli Ehlers.
yeah, big day,
Q30
big
sports
day for him
director.
today. He, as you mentioned, Q30 Sports Director, out at Sleeping Giant, played 9 holes. First time he broke 50 with a 46. Hard to do. I believe Sleeping Giant is a 36 course, 35 maybe. So to shoot that, you're shooting 11 over. That's not bad.
All right, let's get one clap for Eli.
And he birdied par 5.
Oh, that's huge.
Birdies are fun.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
birds.
I have a question about Sophia Fajita. Will she stay at Quinnipiac? Now a sophomore, she won MAAC Player of the Year, MAAC Rookie of the Year. She got all MAAC first team. She won the McLeod Trophy last year as a freshman. She's looking to probably do it again as a sophomore.
Right.
Is she going to stay?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to tell. Like, you look at other sports like tennis, like Carlos Broncimo, he's leaving this year. He has another year left. He's leaving to go somewhere else. It hasn't been public yet, but he won't be coming back to Quinnipiac next season. So there's stuff like that where, like, in certain sports like tennis, certain sports like golf, you don't see a lot of transfers. It happens a decent amount. I know Quinnipiac has kind of taken in some transfers, but more so Quinnipiac transfers leaving is less likely. Quinnipiac getting transfers is usually the more likely scenario. So I think as a sophomore, she wouldn't leave. I think if it were to happen, it would probably be after her junior season, and also, especially if they win the MAAC Championship this year, you keep building something special, and you want to keep doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where other tournaments are, but you're golfing at Disney. That seems pretty cool, and I wouldn't personally want to leave, but I'm not sure where the other tournaments are held or if they're harder or easier.
Yeah, I know women's cross country obviously has won the MAAC a couple times, but they're trying to do what they can to win, like get a Quinnipiac record for the most consecutive conference titles with the MAAC. Obviously, you look at Quinnipiac men's hockey; they kind of have won a regular season title many times, but this is like the championships, of course, and outside of really all the sports at Quinnipiac, I think this would be, if they could keep winning and women's cross country finds a way to lose, they could obviously set a Quinnipiac record for most consecutive conference titles under Division-I, because the women's cross country team has that right now. I believe they won 4 in a row, so they four-peated this year, but that's a Quinnipiac record the most. I think they might have tied the women's golf team. If not, women's golf got 3 in a row, so they're trying to do that.
All right. You see, I had a question beforehand that I thought of.
Okay.
Is Quinnipiac golf the best spring sport on campus?
I think it's a great question, and you're asking me first.
Yeah. I mean, you beat report tennis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, track too.
Yeah, I think right now I would give that to Quinnipiac women's tennis just because of the fact that they haven't lost a conference game in, like, I don't even know when. It's really been a long time. And at the same time, yes, for golf, you can make that case that they keep on winning, but it's like they're playing Fairfield right now. How much are they ahead by? It's like took a couple shots, yeah?
They're Quinnipiac's +9. Fairfield's actually +20, so.
Okay, so they're
taking
a
back
big.
to even. All right.
That's on the day today. Like they're +9. So yeah, plus
yeah.
they're up 11 strokes. So that's a pretty decent margin, I would say. I would just still give it to Quinnipiac women's tennis. Obviously, in the last couple of years, that team has just been a wagon. They're 8-0 in conference play this year. They play Fairfield tomorrow or Friday for people that'll be watching tomorrow. That's going to be a big game. I will actually be there for Saturday and Sunday to watch the men's semifinal and hopefully see both of those teams in the championship. That'd be pretty fun for Josh August and I to be watching those. Yeah, we'll be there recovering those games. That's going to be really fun. But I think I would just give that nod to tennis based off the fact it's obviously not men's tennis. They're 5-3 this year, but women's tennis going undefeated again in MAAC play. You know, you have to go to the history books because you forget when they lose, and it's pretty hard to do when you forget when a team loses.
What would you say?
I think based off how golf is playing against their opponents, I'd go golf. I haven't been paying as close attention to tennis, but golf is leading by 11 strokes right now, and have beat them in every single round. So they've been expanding their lead over Fairfield through the 3 days. So I'd say them, but there's definitely a strong case for tennis.
And these games, I don't think people realize they're pretty big for the Commissioner's Cup. I don't know if people know about that, but it's like the MAAC hands out a title every year based off one of the former commissioners for the top standings. And when I last checked, I believe Quinnipiac was second. Siena was hanging around the mix there, obviously, with their tournament run, but I believe Fairfield leads. So for Quinnipiac to beat Fairfield in women's tennis tomorrow, for Quinnipiac to win the MAAC championships over Fairfield, that happening today, like, these are really big for that Commissioner's Cup, and the athletics programs care a lot about this, to be on top of their conference, because Quinnipiac, 90% of their teams are in the MAAC for sports. I think hockey and field hockey are the only exceptions for sports, and obviously with rugby leaving, you won't have the NIRA. So, like, these matter a lot. I don't think people, obviously it's lesser of a popular sport, but they matter a lot for the athletics programs. Obviously, you bring in less revenue with a MAAC championship in golf and tennis, but it still means a lot at the end of the day when you're in May or June and you're on top of the Commissioner's Cup.
Right. Now, as far as men's tennis goes, I know I was there with a couple people watching. That was
electric
against Fairfield. That was electric. Crazy finish. Take us through that match, because it went on for a good while, but Quinnipiac ended up getting the win.
I will say that was on a Thursday, so I did have my regularly scheduled 4 classes on my Thursday, including this today. But I have some.
It's going to be my Tuesday.
have some free time to get there. But from what I watched, I mean, that was just an electric match. So, that game started when the sun was up, and then ended when the sun was going down. That was something to watch. But to win that game, they're not in the tournament if they don't win that game.
Right.
And on home court against Fairfield, your biggest rival. Matter of fact, it's every year they want to beat Fairfield, and to see Brian Adonolfi chest bumping one of his players as a coach, and Finn, who also broke through his shoe, which is insane to watch. And I believe he ended up losing his match. But at the same time, Elias Haksha, a transfer who comes to Quinnipiac as a sophomore. Manzanares is a relatively young team. You have Carlos leaving. You have Shanad Nayarati also leaving. But those are the only two players that have made an impact on the roster this year. So you'll have some transfers, maybe some first-years coming in next year to play that role. You have some on the bench if you want to use those as well. But outside of those two that are leaving, you have 5 really other good guys that you could put in your lineup. And that's what makes them good, I think, going into next year. They're going to lose their number 1 in Carlos, but they have a strong core coming through. They keep their 2 through 5.
Yeah, that coach is...
He's awesome. He just got here.
Awesome.
He's so awesome to talk to after the matches. He's a very personable guy. And, I mean, we talked to him when they lost to Sacred Heart, who is not a very good team this year. They did not make the MAAC Championship. I think they finished 2-6 in conference.
Yeah,
Like, they were not good.
They should have won.
And he was flat out honest with us and told us that they played soft and they needed to be better. And ever since that moment, they lost a couple on the road, but they didn't lose at home. So that was a home match, but it was technically at North Haven. But they still lost at home. Sacred Heart was more than happy. They celebrated right on their home court right after that, and that was a big moment. They had a team meeting after that, and I think ever since that moment early in the season, they have taken off.
Yeah. And what about track and field?
In the ranking? Yeah, I mean, I think they haven't won the MAAC as of until last year, or until this season. I believe this is the first time they won it. Ryder had dominated that, but Ryder has finally fallen off the mountain. Their team is not really that good this year. I think they're actually 6th. Like, they went from 1st to 6th. They had a big fall off. So it's tough for me to put them there just because of the fact that they've had the track team, they haven't had the field team. That's been the problem so far. They actually picked up a rugby star in Gabby Apaya on their roster this year as a thrower. I believe she was setting records already, just being in her first time actually even doing shot put. Like, wow. She's very strong. She's been on the rugby team the whole time that we've been here. So they pick up guys like that. Shout out Coach Martin for recruiting her to come play on the track and field team. Yeah. But it's been pretty cool to watch. I believe this year they have as good as a shot at anybody to win the outdoor. They won the indoor, of course, by a whopping margin. If I remember, they won by 100 points over Sacred Heart, which, for those who don't know, that is a lot in track to win over 100 points over your next opponent. 100 is a lot. Obviously you can say the same for other sports, but for track, usually you're winning your meets by 20 points, 30 points. They won by 100.
That's crazy.
I think it was a MAAC record for the largest deficit between first and second in the championship. So I have no doubt that they would go win the outdoor when it comes up in 2 weeks. So
yeah, it's coming up definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, right now I want to bring on a special guest, Luke Kraut, new QBSN photo manager, and I think we got some questions for our new chairman, don't we?
How's it going, everybody?
Hello.
Hello.
Good.
All right. So, well, you can start us off. First off, talk about photo manager. You were just here taking photos for us.
Yes, I was. I'm super honored. Our lovely chairman, Spencer.
Lovely is a choice word.
I'd say lovely. He's all right.
Oh, he's great.
I was selected to be the next photo manager of the Quinnipiac Bobcats Sports Network, following the great Anthony Davila.
The great Anthony. Hey, shout out Davila.
Shout out Davila.
Broadcast manager.
Broadcast manager.
And sports director for 230.
He's got his hands full for sure.
Right.
Wow,
but yeah, no, I couldn't be more thrilled. I'm very excited to be the manager of photos.
Nobody else applied. That's a joke.
He was the shoo-in.
Keep you in the dark. Keep you in the dark. Let me think I got it.
He was the fill-in on the ballot.
That's all right.
Well, you did earn it.
Thank you.
You did photos for almost every game I saw in the game.
Yeah,
Wisconsin as well.
Yeah, I did my best.
Yeah, so congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Now, Luke and I, it was actually during that tennis match against Fairfield.
Yes,
we were watching,
it was.
And Luke, incredible tennis player himself. But we were just watching it, and we're like, we can call golf next year.
We can call golf.
So we wanted to talk to you about the possibilities of doing a golf broadcast. The other thing we came up with was finding a way to do tennis and golf.
Tennis and golf.
Tennis and golf.
Tennis and golf.
How possible is that?
Tennis, yes, for sure. You could just there's a power cord somewhere. There's actually power at the courts. Obviously, your view would be obstructed from the fence, but if you kind of hanged out, I don't know, center court somewhere, you could plug your broadcast box in. So that would work. I don't know where the hell you're going to find power on a golf course, but by all means,
generator.
Tell them what your idea was.
Well, so what you can do is
what can you do?
What can I do?
Yeah.
So laptop. All you need is a laptop.
Right.
You don't even need the broadcast box.
That's I know.
All you got to do is set up the laptop, figure out a way to get at least some video stream in,
you can do a lot of mics with a wireless.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
I know OBS, Open Broadcast Service. I know you can stream off that.
Right. I mean, you can just use MixLR too if you have Wi-Fi.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Hotspot works with that. So I think if we can figure it out, we can walk the course, follow a group, follow some groups.
See if you can get a golf cart.
Tonight.
I think a golf cart would be fun.
Golf cart would be fun. We'd have to work with the course on that one.
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah, I don't know if
maybe we
trust
can get Cam Boone's golf cart.
getting some of the more niche sports.
Yeah, we got
on the game sheet. I think would be fun.
You know,
the only thing is you would have to probably travel to Wallingford, even if they did the Wallingford Classic. Most of their meets.
Yeah, golf isn't really local. That's the thing.
No,
That's
especially
that's doable though.
especially for the spring. I know in the fall they have one in Wallingford.
Yeah, and
So,
where are most of their meets?
Didn't they just play?
I can get the Go Bobcats.
I mean, unless you want to go to Lake Buena Vista. You know?
We'll go down to
I'd
Florida,
love
go to
to.
Disney.
Dude, Florida sounds really nice. It's nice out here,
No,
but
it's
it's got to be nicer.
65 and sunny.
It's got to be nicer in Florida.
I think next year we got to ask Miranda for Q30 if we can go.
Yeah, we
And
gotta-
Spencer, you could also send some people.
Gotta
for
get that
QBSN.
up.
They don't have a budget for a loaf of bread.
All the money's gone.
Hey, worst they could say is no.
All the money was blown on AC.
Yeah, no, went straight to Wisconsin.
We did too much gambling down at AC. But yeah, where's some of their matches?
Okay, so there's in Penn State.
Let's go to the spring.
Yeah, let's go
The
spring.
fall is a little more
Yeah,
local, but it doesn't
yeah.
matter. So
So Lake Buena Vista.
Florida.
There's just the Fairfield Tri match.
Okay, that's doable. Fairfield's.
we had
Fairfield's
Rose
not bad.
Carrata on scene taking photos.
We did.
Right.
We did.
So
That was
there's
on a
Shout
one.
out.
There's
Great
one.
photos, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Rose. Great job.
She got a spot on MAAC
She's all-
too, right?
Yeah, she's
Associate
also
mag designer.
Yes.
mag designer. Our boy, AJ,
The one and only.
the editor.
One of the
The
Three
editor.
Stooges.
One of the three.
And there's the other one.
And there's the third.
Cut to him. There he is.
Hey.
We're missing one, but
Yes.
Tim,
that one
runner up
Timmy B.
to Spencer.
Yeah,
Becker.
well,
That one was on a Monday though. So you might have to fade some classes. And then I wanted
That's
to go.
doable.
it was in Piscataway.
I wanted to go to Piscataway, but Marist baseball. There was a game between Marist baseball. So
Too much
Spencer,
conflict.
Yeah, Spencer decided to go to Marist.
It was in Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie.
Good old
New
Poughkeepsie.
York.
Yeah, so
Right on the banks of the river.
that one's Rutgers. Hastings on the Hudson.
Okay.
St. John's Invitational.
That's doable.
That one's doable.
That's very doable.
That one's doable.
Peep the PNG they use for St. John's logo on the website. Let's go back to that.
What do we got?
I don't know, you can't really show it to the viewers at home, but there's a
that
there's
is-
a PNG. It's no logo. It
no
just says
logo.
PNG.
No logo.
It just says PNG.
You like the file
Shout out.
name.
Shout out. Go
Shout out
Bobcats.
Go Bob.
The one
Shout out Go
time-
Bobcats.
The one time they had St. John's women's basketball here, and they had put the D3 St. John's team on the website instead of the actual St. John's. So the history was all messed up. Continue, Hayden.
How unfortunate.
0
and
games.
then-
played.
Nothing.
This one's good.
Yeah, this one, your March, Johns Creek, Georgia.
Oh,
John's?
yes.
A trip to Georgia, that sounds
A
fun.
trip to Georgia sounds exceptional.
Maybe if we
is-
get
Oh,
ahead of
Miranda.
it. Yeah, maybe if we get ahead of it.
Well, this would
Yeah.
be
Get it planned.
We can get it planned.
This would be
Georgia
QBSN.
We can fit it in the budget.
This would be QBSN.
Who's John, and why does he have a creek?
I don't know.
Is it we go? I mean, I'm assuming it's you who we'd go through if somebody wanted to do something like this.
I mean,
I
we
mean,
could
yeah.
always get the beat
But
reporter.
then
But
who
it
does
has to.
the-
One of those things with the trips is it usually has to be that all three orgs want to be involved. So
Right.
if the Chronicle wants to come with us along with Q30, then
There's got to be. Listen.
more
I
possibilities.
know.
The
I know.
chances are higher.
AJ had a recent article in the Chronicle about a recent Tiger Woods thing. He might be interested.
Might be interested in
Hey,
golf.
that's
He
one.
writes a lot of
Are
articles.
That's
you still
super.
going to be
Or
beat
2 for
reporting
3.
golf?
I can give it a shot.
That's
I don't know
3.
if I'd be interested.
I think we
There's
saved.
Q30 involved.
That might be 3.
I think we save
I know
money.
Hayden would.
Yeah, we cut Lake Placid, cut AC, and
Whoa.
we just go to Georgia for golf.
I think there might be some conflict of interest
Yeah.
there.
No, but I mean, we're half joking, but pretty
Yes.
serious.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
not doing the call. I mean, the trips.
I would love to. The trips are a whole nother. That's a whole nother realm. But yeah, that'd be the thrill of a lifetime.
Got to get some coverage for them.
Have to.
Absolutely.
Because they, I mean,
The unsung sports.
they do, like, in all seriousness, they work just as hard as every
Indeed
other
they
D1
do.
athlete.
Indeed they do.
And they do deserve the coverage.
They have an indoor simulator in the rec center.
They do. I found out about that while playing
In the
basketball.
corner, yeah.
My ball almost rolled into the room while somebody was getting a swing lesson. I got jealous.
Imagine if it rolled right in the chip
from
shot.
my backswing.
Right to the,
Broke
right
their
to the-
driver in half.
Yeah.
Fucking brutal.
And then
Sergio Garcia.
I believe this one started the spring. Space Coast Classic, great name, Melbourne, Florida.
Oh yes, I'd love that.
I mean, it must be so much fun to be on that.
However, they
Dude.
played Columbia, and I had a
And-
pleasure of being on Columbia's campus last year for the tennis championships
Wow.
in the first round for the men.
Where does Columbia play?
Columbia actually plays like in their own facility. They have
Okay,
a
so it's
facility,
on-
and it's quite crazy. It's like a 4-floor facility. Okay, on the first floor they have indoor courts, and on the roof are the outdoor courts.
Wow.
They have 6 of each.
That's-
so, you know,
And where
12.
were you? Outdoor or indoor?
We were on the top.
Okay.
It was nice and beautiful, sunny. I think Stokes got a little sunburnt, but
Is it netted or can you hit one off the hill?
oh, you could if you want. But there's a wall.
Okay.
But
yeah,
you know,
makes
it is quite the rooftop. So I mean, watch your head, I guess, when
I
you're
believe
walking by.
this year's in Princeton, right?
Well, yeah, the MAAC. This was the NCAA championships.
Ah, okay,
But the MAAC
okay.
championships they moved from Mercer County to Princeton. It's like a 5-minute difference. I don't know.
Yes, I have family right in that area.
I'm not sure what
I've,
Travis Delatossi needed to do that for, but it's okay.
Wasn't Eli very confused? He was like, when did they move it?
Well, Eli's always confused.
he's a confused
But
man.
but he broke 50, so it's
Yeah.
fine. I
Yeah.
think
Broke 50.
Shout out.
Shout out Bryson DeChambeau breaking 50. Get Eli Ehlers on.
I think fall golf would be much more doable.
Oh, for sure.
Like, because you go to Pennsylvania. That's
Do they
the
have a
farthest
home
one.
match?
Yeah, Wallingford.
Oh,
And then,
Yes, GGC. Of course.
so doable.
then
Sipping
there's
Giant
also,
golf course.
There's also
the 9-hole
The Giant.
tournament.
To 12.
there's also the Shoe Fall Classic, and that's in Milford, Connecticut.
They'd have to like clear the course. People would be up. They'd be upset.
Yeah, they would.
Oh yeah. What do you mean you can't put my tea time at 9 a.m.? Some 75-year-old guy on a Wednesday.
That's right.
Or would you want to go to Rehoboth Beach,
Where's that?
Delaware.
Okay, hey,
might have had a baseball
stay at
tournament down there.
stay at Emma Morris's house.
The Blue Hens.
Shout out Delaware.
Shout out General Grove.
Ooh, big promotion there.
Big
Big
promo.
promotion, yeah.
If Quinnipiac could add one sport, any sport, what would it be?
Rugby.
I would go water polo because the MAAC started in water polo.
Water polo is
Can
pretty
you
cool.
name the most southern team in MAAC conference for any sport? The most southern team,
For any sport?
any sport.
So I'm assuming it's going to be past Mount St. Mary's.
That's correct.
Okay,
Florida in the MAAC.
That's correct.
Wow, that's Metro Atlantic.
Don't be looking it up.
I'm just looking up schools in Florida. Oh, and we got no Wi-Fi.
FIU.
I'm like, he didn't get it, right?
Shout out
FIU.
Bobcat Net.
FIU.
No. Good guess.
Because they're mid-major.
Yeah.
Is it UCF?
No.
Oh,
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Interesting.
The Jacksonville, whatever. I don't even know their mascot, but
Wow.
they're in the MAAC.
rowing.
They're in the MAAC for rowing. There's some other
Wow.
obscure teams in there. Drake is in the MAAC for rowing.
Oh, okay.
The Midwestern Bulldog.
Yes.
So you're giving us all your
Yeah.
trivia.
We're getting some good
it's
trivia in here.
It's so weird. Why is Drake in the MAAC? It's
I don't know.
hilarious.
I don't know.
Audrey Graham.
yeah.
should be
Why
here.
is he not making songs?
Well, Iceman, May 15th.
I think Jacksonville.
Get ready.
It's saying the Dolphin.
What? The Jacksonville Dolphin.
Yeah.
What a mascot.
His name is Duncan.
Duncan the Dolphin.
Duncan the Dolphin.
Jacksonville's Duncan Dolphin.
So
Wow.
it just
Yeah,
came
shout
out.
out Duncan.
Shout out
Spencer
Duncan.
loves Duncan. What'd you get today? What was the order?
Regular iced coffee, caramel cream.
Yeah.
One less than regular. Too sweet.
Wow. Exceptional order.
Now,
Great order.
are you like heavy on the, Dunkin' coffees, or do you get something to eat usually? What's the normal
So like,
order?
if I'm gonna get a snack, I usually don't get the breakfast from Dunkin'. No disrespect, but I gotta use my meal points as well. I like to go for the cheddar bagel twist. Those who don't know, it's a bagel dough twisted into like a very like a long shaped thing, like a donut, almost like a stick, basically.
Like a bread.
And then they melt, not really melt, but they bake white cheddar cheese on top of it, and it makes a little crispy crust on the top.
Spence, are you a 7 Brew guy?
I've been to 7 Brew. I usually try to go to 7 Brew on Sundays because I don't want to, $6.50 for a latte. You're pushing it. Pretty good, I will say. I've had toasted marshmallow most of the time. It's a very good flavor, underrated flavor at that. But yeah, 7 Brew's pretty good. Wish they would add a little bakery to their menu. How does this relate to Quinnipiac Sports? Let's find out.
So I actually have a way. So I'm also a softball beat reporter.
Okay.
And
Gruber.
Shout out Gruber.
And Ben. Star catcher.
And Silver.
Kennedy DeMott, not superstitious. She had a great game, and one day she said she went to 7 Brew beforehand.
Wow.
So
that might be the good luck charm.
So
might
now
have
she
to go
goes
to
every
7 Brew.
time.
Yeah, it might have to go to 7 Brew more. So
Might have to.
That's a
Sophia
great.
Vegas hitting
great
450.
I'll give you props. That was a great.
Men's Ice might have wanted to
connection.
go there before Placid.
definitely.
Sophia Vegas is going to break the program record. She's hitting 450.
Is it actually 450?
I don't know. She's like 430, 440, but you can round up to the.
Yeah.
You might as well round up. She's
That'd be
hitting.
nice.
She's hitting
Decimal point.
500.
Yeah. At that point, she's hitting 6.
We got to see what she's hitting because it's been
Both the
insane
lacrosse
lately.
teams are headed to MAAC
Merrimack
Championship.
They
playoffs
are.
weekend.
For the
There
first
are.
time in how many years are they both in it?
Ooh, no.
That's a question.
Weren't they in it last year?
Not both of them.
She's hitting 430.
Oh, my.
But her OPS is only a 1.0. The slugging has not been the best for Sophia Vega. Contact hitter.
I will say the men's
big
lacrosse
singles.
team's comeback this season has been.
But it all relates back to the Cubs
They're getting
because
hot, yeah.
Nico Horner has a low OPS, but man, NL Player of the Week. So go Cubs.
Go Cubs.
Go Cubs.
Shout out to Zach Naff for getting me this shirt. His dad was in Myrtle Beach. This is
Wow.
the low A affiliate of the Chicago Cubs and Myrtle
Wow.
Beach Pelicans. So yeah,
That's actually pretty sick.
It's a pretty solid
Zach
shirt.
Naff's dad got it for me. It's pretty. Shout out Naff.
Shout out.
Shout
Nav.
out Naf. Naf, we're gonna miss you, man.
Oh yeah.
He has one last hurrah on Tuesday.
That's right. Everybody tune in. Bobcat Breakdown, the senior show. Zach Naffa and
Oh no, he's forgetting.
It's gonna be. It's the producer show. Zach Naffa, Rose, and then Kat's hosting.
Cats hosting.
Kat Jablonski.
Cut.
So Kat and Naffa's last show on Q30.
Wow,
Yes, indeed.
it's gonna be a long night.
Oh, it's going to be a long
It's gonna be a
night.
long night.
Any questions for us, Patch?
I'm good if you're good. I got all
Quinnipiac
my-
baseball team is on the bubble. Will they make the MAAC championship?
No,
They're 7th out of 6 teams.
I'm saying
Seven.
They have to
That is-
play. They finish the season against Mount St. Mary's, who I believe is 8th, Fairfield, who is 2nd, Ryder, who is 1st,
catchers.
No.
and,
That's
and
a-
Merrimack, who's currently 9th or 10th or something.
And they
Oh,
have
that
to
may be
they have to
maybe.
win out.
No, I mean they're 7th out of 6 teams.
So
There's 4 series left.
how many can they afford to lose?
I don't know.
You don't know.
They're, I
their
mean
magic number?
they're one team out of the bubble. They play 2 teams that are kind of below them, 2 teams that are well ahead of them.
Yeah.
I think you're.
I
Gonna,
think they
you're
dropped
gonna have
the
to
2.
sweep at least one of those teams.
3 of
below
those
them,
4
win the
series are at home.
and you're gonna have to grab a game
Okay.
or win a series against the team.
They actually are home for the next 3 weekends until they finish the season on the road in North Andover. So I mean, it's going to be a
That's
tough
going to be
stretch.
that's going to be a difficult stretch.
I will not be there this weekend, but next weekend against Fairfield after the last week of classes. Make sure you guys show up. It's going to be a slugfest and hopefully nice and warm out like today.
Yes. Nice weather today.
Well, I thank all of you for coming on.
Yes, thank you, Patch.
Have a great deal of fun at Princeton.
Josh August and I will be there. It's going to be
Yep.
a lot of fun.
Anyone going for QBSN?
We will have Ryan Holden taking photos. So
Okay.
shout out.
Shout out Holden.
Maybe we'll hop on and do a little broadcast.
we can get the broadcast going.
No, anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. There we are.
There we are.
Shout out the producers, Trenton Hill, Andrew Goodness. There they are, making it all happen. Thank you, Krautbaum.
Yes,
Congratulations,
thank you.
both of you guys, chairman, photo manager.
Likewise.
Likewise, Spencer.
And that was episode 20. Tune in. We got Kat Jablonski coming on next week with someone else. We'll see. And that'll also be a great show. That'll be the last one for season 1 of the QBSN podcast. So thanks for tuning in. Have an amazing week.
Go Cubs.
Peace.